You guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before we hop in this video, I want to say if you guys haven't seen my video I posted on my mile run crazy gym experience, I need you guys to go check that out. And like always, like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I fucking love you guys, so you can see more content from yours truly. Now let's get into today's video. Oh, you guys, I know I try to like usually keep it, fun and entertaining and just like really cool on my channel, you know what I mean? And never try to like really speak on certain like negative issues or like crazy things that are going on in this world. But when I seen something like, what I'm going to get into in today's video, it's about Nigel Shelby, I believe. Yes, Nigel Shelby. And if you guys don't know what that is or who he is, he committed suicide. He was a 15-year-old freshman from Huntsville, Alabama, I believe. And he committed suicide because of homophobic bullying. Now, you guys know I've told you guys in my videos, and if you haven't, I've said it a couple times, that like I am gay, and with a situation like this, it really kind of like hits home, you know what I mean? Definitely, because I never understood like why people care so much about like who someone is and who they decide to like be with and who they decide to be who they are, you know what I mean? I just never understood why people care so much and feel the need to bully someone because of who they decide to love. Like love has no gender, you know what I mean? That's how I grew up. That's how, as I'm only 23, you know what I mean? And I'm not even gonna lie, like, there's been times where I've, haven't felt the best or wasn't confident in myself or my sexuality and just basically wanted to end it all myself, you know what I mean? And it just really like hurts me, honestly, like it truly does, because this is somebody who was only 15 years old, you know what I mean? Like he didn't even get to experience like just his full life, you know what I mean? He was only 15 years old, and to honestly lose his life to bullying because people are just, sometimes are just so ignorant and just can't see the fact that he's still a person, whether you're gay, straight, bisexual, transgender, whatever it may be, you know what I mean? Whoever you are is who you are, and I don't agree with people, judging people because of their sexuality, judging people regardless, but really off of your sexuality because of who you decide to love. Like, God loves all of us, you know what I mean? That's how I look at it. I usually don't try to get into like religion and things like that either, because everyone has their own opinion, you know what I mean? And I just feel like there's no need to judge someone just because of who they are and because who they decide to love. Like, it just does not matter. There are so much other bigger things that are going on in this world and like other issues that are going on in this world that someone's sexuality and who they decide to love and who they decide to be, it's no one's damn business. Like, it's honestly no one's fucking business, and it just pisses me the fuck off because it's like, this is someone who is 15 years old who now isn't here, like who lost their life because of people that are just ignorant and continue to bully him just for the fact that of who he was. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I know I keep saying that, but it just doesn't make any sense, and I wish people, here's my thing, if you just don't have anything nice to say, like if you genuinely just do not have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Just don't even comment on it, because you never know what someone's going through, you know what I mean? And for the people that bullied him and that have made him lose his life, should deal with consequences and should face consequences, you know what I mean, for their actions, because everyone has to take accountability for their actions, you know what I mean? But it's so disgusting, and it just really is, it's such a bad look, you know what I mean? And it's not okay that someone, a young man, a young boy, 15 years old, you know what I mean, fucking lost his life because he couldn't deal with people bullying or talking about him or whatever the case may be, you know what I mean? It's fucking sad. It honestly is, and I feel bad. My heart goes out to his parents, because who wants to lose their child, you know what I mean? Let alone suicide, you know what I mean? Like, he took his own life because of people's just ignorant actions and ignorant comments or whatever the case may be to make him go over the edge, you know what I mean? It's just honestly fucking sad. And me being openly gay, you know what I mean, I've been there, I've been in dark times. I've been there where I wasn't okay with my sexuality and didn't really know who I was, but I just thank God, and I think just everyone that was positive around me that kept me going, because there were tough times, you know what I mean? I think anyone that's in the LGBTQ community can vouch for that. Like, it's definitely difficult. It's not easy at all with your sexuality and figuring out who you are and what you like and who you love. It's all a very difficult process in a difficult time. And being him at 15, it was even hard for me like at 18, you know what I mean? So I can only imagine at 15 years old how difficult it was, and to still be in school, you know what I mean? He was like I said, he was a freshman in high school. So I could only imagine how difficult it seriously must have been for him, you know what I mean? And for people to continually to bully him and make comments and all of these things, it's honestly, it's fucking disgusting. It really is so sad. It makes you look at, like, it makes you fear for your life. You know, it makes me scared. I can't speak, you guys. It makes me even scared. You know, at 23, like, yes, I'm open, and yes, I'm okay with who I am now, my sexuality, and, you know, loving who I love, but it took time to get there, you know what I mean? And people did talk about me, you know, and people did make assumptions about me and did judge me. And still to this day, I'm sure people still judge me for being who I am, you know what I mean? But it definitely took time to get there, you know what I mean? It didn't just happen overnight. I didn't just grow thick skin, and you know what I mean? And I can't even say, like, you know, you need to, you know, just try to grow thick skin and it will get better in time. But everyone's not like that, you know what I mean? Like, everyone deals with things differently. Everyone handles things differently, you know what I mean? And it's just, honestly, it's fucking sad. Like, it breaks my heart that, you know, a mother has lost their child. He didn't even get to experience, like, his full life, you know what I mean? He was only 15 years old. And to lose your life to bullying because people are just so ignorant and can't see the fact that people are going to love who they love. You know, there are gay people in the world. There are other people that love the same sex. Like, it's out there, you know what I mean? And it's not a negative thing at all. Like, everyone should be okay with loving who they are and loving who they want to love, because at the end of the day, love doesn't have any gender in my eyes. Me personally, like, I can't speak for everyone because everyone does have their own opinion, you know, and everyone is entitled to their own opinion. But definitely how I grew up, and, you know, as I growing and getting older and, you know, experiencing things, and especially with me being, you know, a gay male in this life, you know, in this generation, I've learned, like, love doesn't have any gender, you know what I mean? It doesn't. And you might think otherwise, and that's okay, but just to continually to bully someone and continue to, you know, fuck with someone over and over again, it's fucking whack. It's honestly, it's just disgusting. If I can give any advice to anyone watching this video or any of my subscribers, you know what I mean? Take this. Like, my mom always told me, like, everyone's not going to agree with who you are and your decisions in life and your lifestyle, you know what I mean? And that is honestly, it's fine, you know what I mean? Like, everyone's not going to agree with your life decisions, you know, like, I don't always agree with other people's life decisions, you know what I mean? Like, it just is what it is, but I don't hate them for it. I don't bully them for it, you know what I mean? You just don't do things like that, you know what I mean? You just, if you don't accept it, you just don't accept it, you know what I mean? And you just, like, keep it moving, like, or you just hold in your comments yourself, or you just don't say anything, you know? But so it's sad, like, some people just don't get that, or haven't been taught that, or just haven't learned that, you know, until it's just too late, you know what I mean? And like I said, I definitely think the people that bullied him or caused him, you know, to take his own life definitely should be held accountable for their actions, you know? Everyone should take responsibility and hold accountability for their actions. And, you know, like, I've been there. Like, it's just, I've been at that place where I didn't accept myself, and it was such a dark place, you know what I mean? And I'm honestly so glad and grateful, you know what I mean, that I didn't take my life, you know what I mean, and that I didn't go there, you know what I mean? I hate to even, like, get so dark and deep in this video, because that's not what I want my channel to be about, but I have to speak up for situations like this. Like, I feel like I need to, like, I just have to, like, this is a part of my community. This is what goes on in my community, you know, the LGBT community, you know what I mean? Things happen like this every day, and it's just, enough is enough. Like, I'm tired of seeing the suicide. I'm tired of seeing, you know, people just wanting to be who they are so bad, and just wanting to love who they love, and people, you know, judge them for that, and, you know, make them take their life. Like, it's just so sad, and it's just so fucking disgusting, you know what I mean? And I wish people would read up on things and look at the suicide rates, and especially in the LGBTQ community, and, you know, in young ages, and it's just, do your research, you know what I mean? And just educate yourself before you just, it's just speak so ignorantly and just do so many ignorant things. Like, you know, people make mistakes, you know what I mean? But no one is perfect at all. That's not what I'm saying. Like, no one is fucking perfect at all. Like, people make mistakes, but it's just like, when is enough? When is it enough suicide? When is it enough, you know, parents losing their child and having to bury their own child, and just, you know, having to deal with the loss of their child because of suicide? And it's just, for people wanting to be who they are and wanting to love who they are, it never fucking makes any sense to me. Like I said, I can't tell. I'm sure anyone in the LGBT community can tell you, like, it's not fucking easy. Like, you get bullied, you get judged, you get talked about, you get scrutinized, all just for being who you are, and all just for wanting to be free and just love who you are and just love men, women, whoever you want to love. You know what I mean? Like, anyone can tell you in that community that it's not fucking easy, and sometimes it just doesn't get any better. But you have to be strong. You know what I mean? You have to continue to just love who you are and just fuck what anyone has to say about it. Like, honestly, truly, fuck what anyone has to say about it. As long as you're happy and you're safe and you're doing things the right way and you're, you know what I'm saying, doing what you have to do and you're not hurting anyone, who the fuck cares? Like, I don't care who you love. I don't care if you're red, yellow, purple, green, orange, violet, anything. I don't care. As long as you are just being the best person you can be and just doing things right and just, you know what I mean, you're just not hurting anyone and not bullying people and just not doing any of those fucked up shit. You know, do what you want to do. At the end of the day, you only have one life, and are you gonna live your life worrying about what someone has to say about your sexuality, or are you gonna worry about living your best fucking life? You know what I mean? I know that's so cliche to say, living your best life, but honestly, it's so true. Like, you can't worry about what the fuck anyone's gonna say about you. People are going to talk about you until the day you die. You know what I mean? People talk about the greats. People talk, you know what I mean? That's why we have mouths. People talk. People say some stupid ass shit, some ignorant ass shit, you know what I mean? But when's enough is enough? Like, the line has to be drawn. Like, these people need to be held accountable for their actions of what they did, you know what I mean? Like, you have to hold accountability for your actions and know that that shit is not okay. What you did was not okay. A young man, 15 years old, lost his life all because of bullying, and because he wanted to be who he was, and he was doing him and loving who he was, and people were so ignorant that he just could not take it anymore, you know what I mean? And it led to suicide, you know what I mean? It led to him taking his own life, and it's fucking sad. No matter what, you guys, like, I will always stand up for, I'm all for equality and equal opportunity, and I will always stand up for that, and I will always say that it's bullshit that people get judged for loving who they want to love, and I will always stand for that, and I will always stand for being who you are and loving who you are and not giving a fuck what anyone has to say about it. Fucking do you and fuck them. I will always stand for that, and I will always be an advocate for that, especially in the LGBTQ community. I will always stand for that. I will always stand by that people can be who they want and love who they want and marry who they want and whatever the fuck the case may be, and just be free and just be who they fucking want to be. I will always stand for that, because I've been in a dark place. I've been, you know, didn't accept myself at one point, was confused with who I was, and now I love who I am, you know what I mean? I love being gay. I love just who I am, and I don't care what anyone has to say, and I don't care what anyone has to think about it, you know what I mean? And I will always tell you guys to just be who you are and love yourself and just don't give a fuck. You can marry and date whoever the fuck. If you want to date a polar bear, you can do that, you know? I'm not even trying to, like, make fun of the situation, but I don't or, you know, as though it's someone yelling crazy out my door, I don't know. But I will always stand for that, and I will always be an advocate for people loving who they love and wanting to be whoever they want and be free as fuck. I will always stand for that, because you have one life, you know what I mean? You get one life to do whatever you want and be whoever you want, and you definitely should not worry about what anyone has to say about it. But this has to stop. The suicide, it all has to stop. The bullying, just for someone being who they want to be, it all has to stop. Like, we're all equal. We all make mistakes. We all bleed the same blood. Like, gay, straight, bisexual, whatever. Everyone is still the same no matter what. People are so ignorant sometimes and try to act like, you know, just because you're gay, you're just this strange animal, and just because they're straight, that they're just this perfect person, because it's just not like that. Another big thing is, I wish words, they hurt, you know what I mean? People don't think that words hurt and that they don't have meaning to them, but words have meaning, and what comes out of your mouth can really affect someone. It can honestly affect someone to the point to where they take their life, you know what I mean? Like, people just don't understand that words can just really harm you, and like, words are like knives. Like, and even I, like, in, you know, just arguments with like friends and like family members, like, I've said like fucked up shit, you know what I mean? Just not thinking that words do affect them, and then, you know, when we eventually talk it out or come to an agreement, they tell me, like, you know, like, what I said hurt them, you know what I mean? And, you know, like I said, people don't see that words actually do hurt. Even me, like I just told you guys, like, I've fucked up and said some stupid shit, and it takes you to learn that and to really understand that and know that words have value, and you just gotta, if you just don't have anything nice to say, just don't even say anything at all. I just had to say something, you guys. I had to speak up on this issue and vent and tell my feelings to you guys and just really where I'm coming from with this whole situation. My prayers go out to his family so much. I'm here with you. I support you guys. Just stay strong. You know, prayers to Nigel. You know, and just if you don't have anything nice to say, just don't say anything at all. You know, words do affect people and can affect people. And the suicide thing, it's enough is enough. I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of seeing it. It's disgusting. It's just everyone is the same. Black, white, purple, yellow, orange, gay, straight, bi, whatever you want to call yourself, you know, whoever you want to be, we're all the same, you know what I mean? And I really want things to change, and I'm not saying like, oh, can make a big difference, you know, it's just I'm one person and making a YouTube video, but I'm here for it. I'm always going to have that voice, and I'm always going to say what I feel and what I believe in and stand up for, you know, equality and just everyone being the same. I'm all for that, and I will always stand up for that, and I will always speak on issues like this when they arise, you know what I mean? Because I just could not. I just had to say something. Like, I felt I needed to say something, you know what I mean? I needed to vent and tell you guys and just give my whole take on it and tell you guys a little bit about my past and things like that. But I love you guys so much. I hope you guys like this video. You know, enough is enough, you know what I mean? Love everyone. Let people be who they are. You know, we're all the same no matter who we decide to love or who we decide to lay with at the end of the day. It doesn't fucking matter. I fucking love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And enough is enough. And I love you guys. And just always try to stay positive and just love one another for who they are. And just don't judge anyone just because of who they want to love. You know what I mean? But I love you guys. And I will see you in the next video. Last thing. Why should anyone be judged or be, you know, neglected and treated like shit just because they have the courage and they're brave enough to be who they are? It will never make any sense to me. You know, that should be looked at as something that's courageous, you know, and something that's like, you know, admirable, not something that's like a bad thing and just like something that's so wrong, you know what I mean? But enough is enough, you guys. I'm going to always speak up on certain issues like these, and I will always continue to have a voice for certain issues like these, especially in the LGBT community. I love you guys so much. Continue to be positive and happy and love who the fuck you are, because there's only one you. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.